Welcome back to Listertainment, where you expect very entertaining lists, but they always disappoint you. On today's video, we'll be looking at 5 of the fakest fights that have ever taken place. These are fights between famous people or actual fighters, but they were fake to satisfy the giant egos of the celebrities or the old tired fighters, or just because they were getting paid to take a dive. It's kind of funny to think that a celebrity actually believes they can just transition into a combat sport and win. But as we will see in this video, they had to pay the opponent to play along with their giant ego trip in order for them to win. If you like this list, please give it a like down below and subscribe. Also turn on notifications and share it on your social medias. Let me know down below how much money it would take for you to take a dive on national television. Basically, I'm asking how much money it would take for you to lose your dignity. For me, it wouldn't be that much, maybe 500 bucks. Hoka Kawaki is a famous show business personality in Mexico who decided to try his luck in boxing from 2001 to 2005, where he won 11 fights by knockout. Of course he did. If you look at these clips, you can see that all these fights were fixed because he sucks and has absolutely no talent or training of any kind. But the real joke happened in 2015, where he got back into the ring against Ramon Olivas, but he was looking very different than before. As you can see, he has continued his fake ways by having fake muscles injected into his body, particularly his upper body. It's most likely synthol, which so many people are becoming famous for doing nowadays. He was already slow before, but now he looks like he's in slow motion.
All by knockouts. Pero sakit daw, medyo methodical lumaban. Medyo awkward, ano?
Yeah, he has not fought for 10 years. Oh,
one punch.
Left. Maniwala ka. Maniwala ka.
At Logan, si Olivas, a short left.
Short left. Nacho Beristain said Kawaki is a fraud.
Pero awkward sumuntok, elbow na tumatawa. Ayun, eto na, sunod-sunod na. The crowd.
Ay, nako.
But believe it or not,
he throws punches in slow motion.
medyo napaka-awkward niya, no?
Awkward niya. But he's a lawyer. He's a law graduate.
Of course, the fight is fixed again, and the opponent goes down right on cue. What a joke of a fight, and what a joke of a man. Baba Ramdev is a yoga guru from India who first started his career as a yoga instructor on TV, but since he was so telegenic, he was able to gain a large following and started teaching yoga all over the world, including to many famous people. He made his move to the government, where he had very controversial views on homosexuality. In January 2017, Baba Ramdev had an exhibition wrestling match with Ukrainian wrestler Andrei Stadnik. Stadnik is an Olympic wrestler who won the silver medal in Beijing and gold in the European Championships in the 66 kilogram division. So this guy is a legitimate fighter. As you can see in the video, this fight is completely fake, although many people including the fans took it as a serious match.
बाबा रामदेव मुस्कुराते हुए मुकाम तक पहुंचाया। ये देखिए, सूर्य नमस्कार से उन्होंने शुरुआत की, पश्चिमोत्तानासन हो, क्या उसके साथ जो कई आसन और उसका बहुत ही अच्छा संगम। और आंद्रे स्टैडनिक देख रहे हैं कि ये गुरुजी क्या कर रहे हैं, और मुझे लगता है कहीं पहले ही ना बैकफुट में चले जाए। ये तो ये तो कला पहले ही दिखा दी, बाउट से पहले ही कला दिखा दी है। क्या लचक।
Many of the people were really surprised that Ramdev had actually won. Stadnik is obviously not trying at all, and you can see by his sloth-like movements. This was a promotional event where the Ukrainian fighter was paid to make Ramdev look good. It's hard to believe that so many people thought this match was actually real and were commending Ramdev for his wrestling acumen.
कितने नीचे झुके हुए हैं, फुटवर्क देखिए, स्थिरता देखिए, ओहो गजब का। और ये रंगी ये टेकडाउन करते हुए पोजीशन में आए, और इसे कहते हैं कैची दाव। जी हाँ, कैची दाव का बहुत ही उम्दा उन्होंने प्रदर्शन किया। और उसके बाद ये देखिए, कैची बहुत ही बढ़िया लगाते हैं। सुशील ने इसी कैची दाव पर बीजिंग ओलंपिक खेलों का कांस्य पदक हासिल किया था। और यहाँ देखिए, बड़ा उनकी बढ़ती, और इस तरह से 8-0 से आगे बाबा रामदेव। ये तो एक सेट, और यहाँ ये देखिए, कुंदे पकड़कर उठाया, और उठाने के साथ ही अंदर कठिनाई में यहाँ पे पोजीशन ले सकते हैं, पर बाबा रामदेव ये देखिए फिलहाल बचे रामदेव, लेकिन फिलहाल बढ़त उनकी 12-0 की हो गई है.
He actually tried this once before in this clip when he fought one of India's wrestling heroes. Also fake, by the way. In this fight, we have the famous actor Mickey Rourke fighting Elliot Seymour. The fight took place in 2014 in Moscow, Russia. We can see in this video how cocky Rourke is. Although Rourke was a boxer earlier in his life, we can see that he's acting as if this fight is actually real and acting like he's really comfortable and knows what he is doing. He might have experience in training, but knowing the outcome of this fight makes his acting here really sad. And with that fake ass punch and knockdown, you can tell how fixed this fight was. What you can't see is that Elliot Seymour is actually a homeless boxer who was paid $15,000 by Rourke to go down in the second round. Seymour at first denied he was paid, but later admitted that he was paid by Rourke's representative and claimed that the actor had no knowledge of this payment. This actually makes this fight even sadder, if Rourke actually thought he won the fight with the horrible boxing skills that he showed during this match. In this fight, we have Tommy Morrison, who was the WBO heavyweight champion in 1993 and had over 50 professional fights. This fight is actually an MMA match where Tommy in the black shorts is fighting Corey Williams.
Muay Thai, but here we go. Corey Williams comes out probing with the jab. Tommy looks pretty calm.
He does look relaxed. He looks like he's not. That's true. And I'm sure he's seen people this big and this tough and this hard before. There's a knee. He's taking a few knees here, so we'll see how he handles those. He's got him tied up well, though.
Those knees go into the midsection.
This fight is obviously staged since Corey threw some pretty weak knees. And also, it being an MMA fight, Corey never threw any kicks, which could have caused serious problems for the pure boxer Morrison.
Say a little bit of a feeling out round here in Muay Thai.
Right now, Tommy just seems to be good. Just happy to sit back and punch and throw the body shots and keep the distance, and he's just sparring right now, it looks like.
Back off of his boxing career, it was kind of a modified rules mixed martial arts bout, and for this one, you know, it's looking to me like straight up boxing other than those couple of knees we've seen so far. And Tommy lands a hard right, and it's looking to me like Williams might be out of it. Yeah. Oh, and he's down. That's what they call out on your feet. He got up, staggered a little bit. He's getting the count, and I don't think he's going to recover for this one. I'd be surprised if the referee doesn't stop it. Well, Corey says he's good to go.
This is not going to go much longer.
And a solid left hook, and that ends the bout. So Tommy Morrison, congrats.
And then we see this really fake looking knockout. Yes, he did connect with a nice punch, but it's nowhere good enough for Williams to act the way he did. Just look at how he tried to get up and then fell again, looking exactly where he is going to fall and how hard he's going to hit the ground. As so many people have pointed out in the comment section of this video, it's incredible to see how a heavyweight champion goes from fighting in packed arenas to fighting in some underground fights, which of course is because he contracted AIDS and retired from professional boxing, and eventually he ran out of money. This fight was the cause of an actual investigation into finding out if the fight was a sham. Danny Green was facing Paul Briggs in a fight that occurred in 2010 in Australia, when the fight ended extremely fast. Briggs fell to the ground in just 29 seconds of the first round. Briggs did have a 4-year hiatus and was convinced to come back out of retirement to face Green for the WBO Cruiserweight title. There was a ton of controversy in this fight, and with good cause, since the punch and knockdown looks extremely fake.
Storm warning over. The hurricane is gone. Would not be registered.
A glancing blow off the top of his head.
Briggs was eventually fined $75,000, but then he challenged that ruling and got it overturned. saying that he was unprepared for the fight after having only 5 weeks to prepare after taking 4 years off, and that he was actually knocked out with that silly ass punch. I would still say that this fight should be declared a sham, since if that's your defense, you should have already known that before you took the fight, and you still took it and got people excited only to end the fight in this fashion. There you have it, guys, 5 fights that never should have happened. They got the fans excited, but in the end, they just let them down. And of course, the fighters that took a dive were obviously in need of money, and we can't really blame them for participating in these fake fights. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.